I don't know how to plan for whether or not the dictatorship extends past day one.
Yeah.
It's
Dictatorship, right? But when the Democrats threw Bernie Sanders under the bus and gave the American people Hillary Clinton instead, wrongfully so, that was not dictatorship. When the Democrats told President Biden, listen, I know you were elected to be president, however, we're going to remove you and give the American people Kamala Harris, even though no one ever voted for Kamala Harris. That was not dictatorship, right? When the Biden administration told Mayor Eric Adams, listen, if you don't follow our immigration crisis plan, we're gonna come for you. So that was not dictatorship, right? Right? When Biden administration went to Facebook, told Mark Zuckerberg, listen, dude, you're gonna have to help me out win this election, right? You're gonna have to suspend President Trump's account. So went to Twitter, told Twitter, listen, we know Hunter Biden's laptop is real, however, we're gonna ask you, we're gonna demand that you remove this story and let people know that it's fake news. So those were not dictatorship, right?
I don't know that we've ever had confirmation hearings before an inauguration where a potential cabinet nominee was bragging about the number of push-ups he did that morning, and he was bragging about it because he was asked by a senator how many push-ups he can do. I mean, they really have been leaning into this idea of Mark Zuckerberg's, to use Mark Zuckerberg's phrase, masculine energy, and this being, the manliest, physically toughest administration ever, and we're getting back to sort of caveman style.
The liberals have a problem with President Trump's nominee for Secretary of Defense being asked how many push-ups he can do, but they don't have a problem with grown-ass men wearing skirt and dresses with red lipstick, pink lipstick, green lipstick, you name it, lipstick. They don't have a problem with these grown-ass men wanna be women, but they have a problem with a man that is proud to say, I can do a lot of push-ups. Women and they have a problem with that. So Rachel Maddow, or Maddow, whatever he or her name is, she or he has a problem with a man being proud that he can do a lot of push-up, but she doesn't have any problem with a grown-ass man wanting to go to little girl's bathroom because they feel like they are a woman. Yeah, bumbleclad. Rachel does not have a problem with a grown-ass man wanna chop his dick off, but she has a problem with a man being proud that he can do a lot of push-up. You guys see the nonsense our kids have to deal with, and at the same time, Rachel Maddow is saying President Trump is not man enough because he does not want to have the inauguration outside in the freezing cold where thousands, tens of thousands of people gonna go. She's saying, oh, how can you say you're a manly man, but you cannot stay in the cold for 8 hours in the freezing cold?
I have to ask you about the kind of big question around the resistance. As it was expressed most publicly the day after Trump's inauguration, there was that huge women's march. There's no such thing planned for January 21st, 2025. And I sort of wonder, as you think about that movement and where we are now, how you're reading it, how you're reading the landscape.
There are not going to be any big movements against President Trump because the American people realize and notice how much damage President Biden and Kamala Harris have done to this country in just 4 years. The American people realize how better off we were under President Trump than under President Biden. That's why there are not going to be any big movements against President Trump. And I'm going to keep going. The American people also realize how much the left-wing medias have been lying to them about everything. Now the American people are like, you know what? We're going to choose common sense. We're not going to listen to Oprah to tell us how to vote. We're not going to listen to Beyonce to tell us how to vote. We're not going to be listening to Taylor Swift to tell us how to vote. And we're certainly not going to be listening to Megan Thee Stallion, nor Cardi B, Sexy Red, you name it. No, the American people choose wisdom over nonsense.
I think some of what's going on is what everybody in the kind of punditocracy is talking about, which is that people are scared and exhausted. But I also think that people are being strategic, knowing that the Trump administration is going to be here for 4 years and then we'll see. Knowing that those early demonstrations were important, I think, in terms of establishing a sense for Trump that there was going to be something he was going to have to push against, establishing among those, the majority of the country who didn't vote for Trump, that they were not alone and that the country still stood for things other than Trumpism.
Did she just say the majority of the country that did not vote for President Trump? There's one thing the liberals cannot do is telling the truth. President Trump had over 2 million more votes than Kamala Harris. President Trump won all the swing states against Kamala Harris. Again, President Trump won the popular vote, and now you're saying the majority of the population did not vote for President Trump. Jesus Christ.
Now, if there are mass deportation efforts and mass anti-immigrant raids, and they are carried out in the spirit that Stephen Miller and Tom Homan and Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have been talking about for the last few months, and those start, as is being reported today in the Wall Street Journal and elsewhere, those start within hours of the inaugural. I think that we are going to see resistance to those things. I think.
You know what, guys? I found a solution for the liberals. I found a solution for anybody that is against President Trump's mass deportation plan. Open your door, take a couple migrants in. Plain and simple. You're against mass deportation, no problem. Open your door, take care of a couple migrants. Give them food, give them housing, give them pocket money, have them spend time with your sons, have them spend time with your daughters, have them spend time with your cats, because some of you are cat ladies, and you can also have them spend time with any other cat you may have since you have not been using it. Problem solved. Open your door, take some migrants. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps a lot with the algorithm. And leave a comment, let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Stay blessed.